Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Life in the Woods Renaissance. There's been a bit of a gap between videos, and that is partly for a number of reasons. First of all, we've had the Extreme UHC Season 8, and what I've been trying to do is obviously those videos every other day. So in between, I've been trying to balance the new series, Day of the Tentacle, and this series. It's kind of gone okay. It was kind of then confused somewhat by the fact that some people have been posting their UHC videos a day earlier than I was. So I've then had to move my videos earlier. So it's ended up there's been a 5-day gap between Life in the Woods videos, for which I apologise. That is not what I am aiming to do. I am aiming to get out a video every day at the moment of something. If a UHC is on, you should more or less see a Life in the Woods every 3 to 4 days if UHCs are up at the same time. I'm not quite to the point where I can record Life in the Woods and Day of the Tentacle on a every other day basis and then make UHC something bonus. I'd like to do that. I don't quite get the time yet to record as often as I would like, but I am working on it. But enough of that. Let's have a look at what we've been up to. So, if I go into our build area, let's close the door behind us. As you can see, I've been a little bit busy. We've got a ladder here somewhere. There it is. Hey. So if I bring you down to the bottom of here, this is how far down I've gone so far. So this is the equivalent of 3 squares down on the a normal desert temple. I have changed the design slightly. I realised that I'd missed something, which is this along here. So this gives you almost a sort of 3-dimensional idea of a square. It's not quite a 3-dimensional. Oh, that's something. I wonder if I could... I suppose if I replace these with no, let's not get too complicated at the moment. This is fine. Okay, so we're 3 blocks down in our little shaft going down to the very bottom of what will be our desert temple. I think I've dug out all of the sand and the sandstone in this area. So at this point I'm now digging through normal blocks. I haven't hit any caves or anything like that yet. If I'm lucky, I won't hit any at all on the way down. Somehow I don't think I'll be that lucky. So that's where we are with this at the moment. See my imagination, or is it going darkish? No. I think it's just because I'm in a deep hole at the moment. I've been chucking plenty of torches around outside as well to light up the area. So our temporary base up here should be pretty secure now. We've got lots of torches strategically placed around us. These are the designs, obviously. So we now have that little bit there. So the smooth slabs will look like that, and the chiseled will, at the moment, that's the design. Yeah, okay. So before we set off to do any exploring, let's have a quick look at whether we've caught anything in our traps. No, and no. I have a funny feeling that animal traps in a desert isn't very workable. I might have to look that up and just double check, but I have a feeling that animal traps in the desert is not going to net me anything. I'm going to have to go out, gather some animals, bring them back, make the temporary base area a little larger, and breed my own animals, I suspect. Yeah. There was a point where I was almost considering making these blocks larger, going for 7x7 rather than 6x6, two things with that. It would mean that the bottom floor of the desert temple would be about 12 blocks higher than that. And it would also make the whole structure an odd number of blocks wide, which my OCD just said, no, don't do that, don't do that. The way I've got this designed at the moment, that vertical shaft is entirely on one chunk, is centered on a chunk, and then I think the whole structure will end up being 9 chunks by 9 chunks. So, okay, let's have a look at what we've done. The crops have been doing. Everything's been growing. I suppose in theory I could go and harvest everything. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go and harvest everything. We'll do the usual thing with these over here and do some trades with our villagers. Hi. Hi. Who are obviously totally happy with the fact that they have a secure marketplace area where they can sell to me as the only really passing by person, and are completely safe from creepers. In no way are they unhappy about being trapped in that room. Okay, so I'm going to go and gather all this lot. We'll do our usual trades, and then we'll have a look at creating I think it's an automatic crafting table, or there's a particular type of crafting table which will suggest items you can make. So it may be we can do something. Back in a bit. Welcome back, and we've harvested quite a lot of stuff, as you can see. I'm now going to have a go at making a easy crafting bench, and we'll see if any of this naturally turns into something straightforward. I doubt it. I imagine most things you actually need to cook or what have you, so I'm not really expecting much of a result from this. Not until I've investigated cooking in a more proper way. I have already done some trading, so I've got 3 lots of curry rice in there. Well, 6 I suppose in total. So those will be good. Is it getting dark? It's getting dark. No, I can only sleep at night. It's not night? Okay. If it's not night, we'll carry on. We should be okay. Although I don't really want to let things spawn around the base, because then I shall get into trouble when I try and leave the base. Hey, sleep. And where are we going to put this? Let's put this over this side. There we go. So what does this offer us? Anything at all in the way of meals, or is it just literally new? No, I didn't think so. We can get all the various seeds. What if we cooked? What if we had cooked potatoes? Do we have any cooked potatoes? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Bread, toast, bread, and baked potatoes. Does that make any difference? Oh, toast sandwich. Okay. Is that? Yeah. What is that? Toast filled with toast? Probably. It's a nourishing meal. Okay. But I don't see anything else. Do I think I can do is I can probably look at turning the grapes into juice using a juicer. Okay. Not there yet. How many does that take? That takes 2. Let's do that. We'll do that. Everything else can go away. No. We'll keep the potatoes that have been baked. Let's not mix the cooked stuff with the uncooked. That, not that. That. Okay. So if we get ourselves ready for the journey ahead, we have plenty of food. We are woefully short on wheat. Not wheat? No. Leather. Aha, leather. That's it. We are woefully short on leather. We don't have backpacks. We're going to have to make some as we go. Now, to that end, let us make sure we take plenty of compost with us. Because what we should be able to do... Ooh, lots of compost in here. Let's empty these out. I'm not going to take that much compost, but I will take quite a bit. What we can do is we can try and get enough bits of jute, and if we see any fruits or anything like that on the way, we can also get those. So yeah, tools. I'm not going to need a chisel, so we'll leave that here. We don't need the hoe, or the scythe we will take. The shears we will take. Other than that, let's take some wood and some iron in case we need to replenish any tools. For that reason we want to take a crafting bench. And we definitely want to take a bed. And the inventory is already looking substantially full. Okay, the yes, recently gone bright. So let's have a look. Which direction are we going in? Well, it looks to me like we haven't done anything to the north. We haven't done much to the south. South goes past spawn. North or south? Let's have a look at what we think we can see in each direction. So to the south. Well, there's plenty of ocean, so I could take a boat with me and go south until I hit something that isn't ocean. Don't have a boat, so I'm going to have to make a boat. Okay. Or I can go... So if I go boat, it does that. I'm not quite sure how much wood it took when he did that. Oh, there we go. Hey, caught up. Right, that makes sense. Right, so we've got a boat. Let's go south. Why not? Why not indeed? Okay, let's just keep an eye out for mobs because it was dark for a while. There may be creepers around. They can't get right up to us because of this gap. Oh. Okay. Just keep an eye out for quicksand as well. As you can see, I've been sort of chopping away at this to give me more sand to turn into sand dune. So if we go south, ever so carefully, because boats in 1.7 are not exactly the most sturdy. And away we go. Let's have a look what the map says. Map says not a lot. I suspect we want to go down here. I don't think that's actually land. I think that's just water that hasn't yet been uncovered yet. I might be wrong. So we're going this way. Yeah. You know what? I may be totally wrong. That may actually just be land. Okay. Didn't really expect that. Where'd my bow go? Where'd my bow go? Yeah, boaty. Okay, so I landed nicely, but no sign of my boat. Okay, right, we're going south, so we're going this way. And there's more water. Does that mean that there was a way around here? Never mind. Let's carry on going directly south, I think. Directly south from our base. More or less, yeah. We're more or less heading directly south. We don't want to get on any spiky bits. We have trees ahead. So yeah, I'm recording this on the morning that this will be posted. The next life in the woods video should be in about 4 days after that, and then we should be back to the usual every other day. It'll either be a Minecraft game, Life in the Woods. It'll either be Life in the Woods or it will be Day of the Tentacle. And hello, animals! So many hello. Yeah. Give me a lever. Did you drop anything? Dropped experience bubbles. This looks interesting, sort of. Do we have we have melons? I'm pretty sure we have melons already. So let's carry on south. You can see my frame rate is dropping whenever I start looking at trees. Oh, hello. What do we have over there? Another village. Okay. It's the sun going down. Sun sets in the west. That's looking west. And the sun looks a bit low in the sky. As much as you can tell from the clouds. Okay, let's get our bed ready. Because the one thing I don't want to do is get stuck in the village at night time. Because things will spawn, the poor villagers will get attacked. It doesn't look like a very substantial village anyway. In honesty, let's have a look. Oh no, there's a few things. There's no blacksmith, but there's a few things we can look at. We can't sleep. We can only sleep at night. We can only sleep at night. Did you know that in Minecraft you can only sleep at night? Something for the younger players to perhaps bear in mind. You are only supposed to sleep at night, folks. This really does feel like night now. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so let's go and take a look. And see if we've got any crops over here that we haven't already got. Being careful not to fall into quicksand. Oh, hello. Oh, that was interesting. Let's give the game a moment as it tries to it's either generating or it's just struggling with the rendering. Slowly crawling back up the FPS. I may have to drop down from extreme shaders, although I'm not quite sure to what extent is the shaders that cause the issue, or if it's just chunk generation. Oh, villager. Seriously? Seriously, guy? Don't do it. Don't commit suicide in the quicksand. Potatoes. No, we have enough potatoes. Let's see. Do you have anything other than potatoes? You have wheat. Okay, you have carrots. Wow. All the staples. Wheat again. Uh-huh. You have clicky doors. Yeah, you certainly do. We have oats, which I am pretty certain is on my list, which I don't even have open in front of me. So, no, not that part of the book. Let's go and check what the book says. Really good tip, write down everything that you've got, because you just won't remember. Unless you have one of these superb remember everything memories, and I don't. Okay, oats we have. Zucchini we have. I remember that much. Artichoke. Artichoke. Do we have artichoke? No, we don't. Lovely. So we don't need that potato, do we? So let's take some artichoke. They're not fully grown. Do I use my why not? Let's plant that spare potato because we can, and let's do some of this. So we've got 4. Is that actually? Got 7. Okay. Let's put these back. I'm very hesitant to completely rob people of what they've got, given that we had that little incident before where I lost all my backpack contents and had to come back. So, so that's 10 of those. Lovely. Artichoke. Nom. Right, what else do we have? We have garlic. I'm pretty sure garlic. No, we don't. Let me just write these down as well. Artichoke and garlic. So I've already allocated little spaces for them on my piece of paper. Now again, let's actually grow these. Wow. 4. Takes a few of these by the looks of it. Okay. We've grown some, we've pinched some. There we go. It's a balance thing. Right, and I think there was another field somewhere. There's one over here. And this is all carrots and wheat. Boring. There's no blacksmith. So if we carry on south, let's just consult the map. Yeah, we've drifted slightly to the west, but that's fine. So let's mark this one off as explored. There we go. So I know I've looted this village. No point coming back to it. Been here, we've done it. Interesting. Okay, onwards. Let's see what we can see next. So I've been travelling for quite a bit. I've not seen any ruins so far, or anything of any interest. The treed area gave way to yet another desert, and now heading south I've hit another ocean. Whether to cross the ocean with a boat or not. Let's look at the map. There's an interesting area here where it looks like it's like a higher area, like some sort of rocky area. What's that? Is that treed area, I suppose? Oh, hang about. we have another, is that a village? Looks like a village. Can't zoom in to see what's there. So we're going to have to travel closer. So west. If we go west and ever so slightly north, we should find that. There are piggies. We shall leave the piggies alone. Let's go up and over. Up, up. Hi, piggies. Oh, 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 hello. Oh. Okay. Our first ever ruin. Structure. Whatever you want to call these things. Slightly underwhelming. It appears to be a bend in an old abandoned railway. The moment is probably going to facilitate us in terms of somewhere to sleep. Since it is getting somewhat dark pretty quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely going dark. You can only sleep at you can only sleep at night, folks. Is there anything underneath this thing? Can we sleep yet? No. Seeing a few squares of dirt in between. Can I sleep? I can't sleep. Hey, right. Let's have a look all the way around this. I'm going to be somewhat surprised if there is anything. This isn't really a major structure. It's just a little tiny one. But you never know. If you don't look, you don't get. That's just marble. Nope, I think that's just a little structure just to whet our appetites. So let's mark this on our map. Here. Let's add a marker. Let's choose that. Should we go with that for structures? I think. What else is the bed? Is obviously home. Generic markers. That's portals. Let's go with that. I always call this abandoned tracks. Okay, so we know that that is there. And funnily enough, this is pointing in the direction of the village. So, I don't know if these are spawned into the game in some sort of pattern. So one points to the next, maybe. Maybe. But we'll go this way. And there's the village, closer than I thought, actually. Safe way down. Safe-ish. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have? We have Brussels sprouts. We don't have Brussels sprouts. Cauliflower? Do we have cauliflower? We don't have cauliflower either. Wow. So lots of Brussels sprout. Lots of... that's okay, not much cauliflower. Okay. So that's 4 cauliflowers. That's 7 cauliflower. And that's 10. Lovely. Let's turn those into seeds. Turn them into seeds. I won't accidentally eat them is the general idea. Brussels sprouts. Let's pick the ones which are fairly mature already. And 6 so far. There's 10. There's 10 Brussels sprouts. Then we have lettuce. No. Oh, here's a cauliflower. Ah, wasn't just that one square over there. What's all these? Oh dear, something did not plant. Is this going to be seaweed? This is going to be, funnily enough, seaweed. Yeah, you can't plant seaweed seeds. You have to plant the actual crop. Because you can do that, and then they'll pop off. They'll pop off, honest. It will pop off, and if I'm going to leave that one there. You can kind of do this to get some, but they will pop off. I've got this right, haven't I? I'm sure I've got this. Ah, there you go, there you go. Proof in the pudding. Seaweed, you have to have the actual crop and plant it into water. The seeds, they are not good. Not good. But you can temporarily use the seeds to... and why are I even bother doing that? I'm trying to look after these villagers, aren't I? I don't know why. And I picked up those for no reason whatsoever. Okay, we don't want those. Brussels sprouts. Yeah. So what else do we have? Do we have a blacksmith? Let's see. We have more over there. We have a church, but I don't believe we have a blacksmith. Afraid not. Hi guys, how you doing? I've come to rob. I've come to trade. Obviously, that's something. Do any of you guys trade for anything that you might already? Okay, stand pay. No, I can trade back home for emeralds. I've got plenty of emeralds, so I don't have to worry too much about that. That's wheat. And what about the big field up here? Potatoes, wheat, and more wheat. Okay, so I think that will do it for this episode. We've travelled quite a bit, as you can see from our Batties in the corner. We've travelled quite a bit from our home. We found a few more crops, and we found our first ever ruin. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.